Welcome to Sahel, soldier. For up to an hour, this will be your new home away from home. But don't fret, with this instructional tape, home is what you'll feel right at. This is your HQ. The goal of this operation is to break inside the enemy HQ and kill their commander. There are 3 blast doors separating the commander from the outside world that first need to be destroyed. Keep in mind that the enemy will try to do the same to your commander, and as such, knowing the layout of your own HQ might prove useful. Before deployment, make sure to join or create a squad. You will most likely fill in one of 5 roles: Harvest Defenders, Harvest Workers, HQ Defenders, Attackers, and Commander. Get familiar with the roles, as you will probably need to take on more than one. So you're the Harvest Defender. Don't lose time beating around the HQ then. The sooner you get to one of the ore fields, the better. There are 3 ore fields. 1 in the northeast, 1 in the southwest, and 1 in the middle. Grab one of the 3 FOVs. FOV stands for Forward Outpost Vehicle. More on that later. Remember to let the other squads know which one of the fields will be your target. As soon as you arrive, make sure to deploy the truck, turning it into a forward outpost where you can respawn. Arriving before the enemy? Good. Let the harvesters know that your ore field is clear and start building some emplacements to prepare for an enemy attack. Contact enemy. You heard right. The enemy is here and your job is to make their life miserable and disable their harvesting operations on this ore field. Sometimes a harvester will need your assistance en route to or from an ore field, and good communication is a key to an effective joint operation. Going harvesting, eh? You better go grab a harvester right now. You'll find it at the refinery, or you can construct one at a warfactory.
Vehicle started.
Ideally, by now there is some intel on the ore fields. In most situations, it will be your call to pick a safe ore field. Be careful not to get out of the vehicle while at the ore field, as exposure to element 95 in its raw form can be lethal. When you return to the HQ, unload the element 95 at a refinery where it will be turned into funds for your team to spend on more harvesters. At this point, it's rinse and repeat. Except it's not. There is a popular saying that war never changes. The battlefield is quite the opposite. On your commutes to and from an ore field, you will need to keep your eyes peeled for enemy mines and your head on a swivel for those pesky anti-tanks that will try to disrupt your supply chain. You might benefit from a repair kit for when things don't go as smooth as planned. And never hesitate to ask the other squads for help. HQ Defender is the sociable way of life. When was the last time you talked to your friend Benny about life back home? Now is the right time to catch up on the mundane. Chatting is fun and all, but you can never forget to keep piercing the surrounding bushes with that judgmental side of yours. There will always be this sneaky guy who has some plans that involve placing explosives inside your HQ, and your job is to show him that the plan is not going to work for you. When boredom sets in, you can ask your commander to build some static weapons to increase your anger output tenfold. And when things go south, it is your time to use your communication skills to get help from the other squads. Good luck. You want to be in the front lines, but hold your horses. All of the vehicles are taken and fulfilling their tasks. You can go on a sneak attack, and if you can handle disappointment, you should go for it. A better idea is to hold your spawn and help with the ore fields as soon as FOVs go up. Having a control over the ore fields determines the time until you can get a tank or that attack helicopter you've been dreaming about ever since the day you enlisted. Already have your vehicle? It's time to put it to a good use. Remember, the clock is ticking. You and the other attacking squads should organize a synchronized offensive ASAP. The commander should be on top of the offensive as he can scout out the area beforehand and during the coordinated effort with a drone. While at the enemy HQ, you can impact their economy by destroying the refinery, cripple their passive income by destroying the drug markets, stop their vehicle production by destroying the war factories, delay reinforcements by destroying the barracks, compromise their defense by destroying walls and emplacements, and finally attend to the objective by destroying the blast doors and killing the enemy commander. Think you are ready to be a commander? If you get selected, you will find yourself in the command room.
Welcome, Commander.
Get cozy. Let's have a look at your build interface. The first buildings in your career should be a refinery and a war factory. The refinery will allow your team to convert the Element 95 into funds. The war factory will allow your team to construct additional vehicles. Early on, you should build an arsenal to allow your teammates to change their kits and resupply. You might notice your teammates complaining about long respawn times on the HQ. Address this issue by building barracks. Spawning on barracks is much faster. As soon as possible, you should get a passive income building. And to top it all off, build some walls and defensive emplacements. Oh yes, and somebody might not leave you alone until you build a helipad. Got the helipad and you are finally left alone? Well, your powers do not end with building. Leave the build interface and walk over to the other terminal. From here, you can control the drone. The drone is a valuable asset that enables you to get eyes on any position on the map, mark enemies in real time, and even check the roads for mines. The drone comes at no cost, but watch out for the power indicator in the bottom left corner. As soon as the power drops to 0, the drone is lost and a new one needs to be flown to the location if you so desire. It will be your task to lead the team to victory. You should now be prepared for the difficult task that lays ahead. And if things get a little bit too heated, remember you are not alone on the battlefield. There's no official guide just yet, and a lot of players, including me, had no idea what to do when they first jumped in, so I made this video with a hope that it will be at least somewhat helpful. I tried to show the game as a set of tasks that need to be done to point you in the right direction, but you are of course free to play the game any way you like. If you haven't played this mod yet, I'd like to invite you to the Discord of the mod, so you don't miss future playtests. Link in the description. And I'd like to thank Wolf for responding within 3 minutes of me asking for help, and for letting me shoot him, I guess. Thanks for watching.